Picture this, brother. You've spent months, maybe even years, giving her everything. Your attention, your care, your patience, your compliments, your small gestures meant to show your value. You thought you were doing everything right. You thought love was simple. Give, care, support, and she will respond. But she hesitates. She pulls away. She disappears for reasons you can't understand. And in those moments, you start questioning yourself, replaying every word, every small smile, every tiny misstep, searching for the mistake that never existed. Here's what most men never realize. This isn't random. This isn't about you failing her, and it's not about her being cruel. What she's doing, the withdrawal, the subtle teasing, the questions she already knows the answers to, it's all a test. Every woman you meet runs these invisible psychological evaluations, and she's not aware she's doing it. It's biology, it's hardwired. Your patience, your confidence, your composure, your very reactions, all of it is being measured silently, unconsciously, in a way that determines whether she respects you, desires you, or quietly discards you. You see, every reaction you have sends signals to her brain. Your calmness, your hesitation, your frustration, even the way your eyes dart when she teases you, it all triggers dopamine, oxytocin, neurological reward systems that have evolved over millennia. And while you think this is about romance, it's really about survival. She is subconsciously evaluating your value, your strength, your resilience, your ability to maintain control under pressure, because deep down, this is how attraction has always worked. I've seen it myself, brother. A friend gave everything: attention, gifts, compliments, time, effort, everything a man could offer. And yet, she withdrew, distant, uninterested, leaving him confused, frustrated, doubting himself. Another friend, more aware, handled subtle challenges with calm and composure. She teased, she questioned, she even tested his patience with small contradictions. And he didn't chase, didn't panic, didn't beg. He stayed composed, he stayed confident. And slowly, imperceptibly, respect grew. She leaned in, she trusted him. She responded to his quiet mastery of himself. This is the battlefield, brother. Invisible, silent, psychological. Most men walk through it blind, giving away their energy, seeking approval, chasing validation, and failing the tests they even know existed. Modern society doesn't make this easier. Dating apps, social media, endless options, every platform encourages her subconscious evaluation. Every system teaches men to overinvest, to overplead, to bend under pressure, and most men obey without realizing they're being measured. The truth is harsh but necessary. Respect is never given freely. It is never awarded for gifts, flattery, or desperation. It is earned. It is earned through composure, through emotional control, through presence, through decisive, grounded masculinity. When a woman tests you, she's not trying to hurt you. She's measuring the man who can meet her standards, the man whose energy, patience, and strength are aligned with what evolution has deemed valuable. And once you see this, brother, once you truly understand it, you step into a new awareness. You stop chasing, stop overreacting, stop bending to every subtle challenge. You become deliberate, controlled, and confident. You become the master of your own value. And here's the final truth for this introduction. Every woman tests men. Every man fails until he understands the rules. The tests are invisible. The battlefield is silent. But once you awaken to it, once you recognize the hidden patterns, the micro challenges, the subtle evaluations, you hold the power that most men never even glimpse. You command respect, you control your energy, you master your emotions. And from that place, everything changes. How she sees you, how you see yourself, and how you navigate the invisible game that governs attraction. Swells, pause for dramatic. So pay attention, brother. What I'm about to tell you isn't comfortable. It isn't easy to hear. But it is the truth every man should know. The truth about women, tests, attraction, and the silent battlefield where respect is earned. Once you understand this, you can step into a power that most men will never even realize exists. You've poured yourself into someone, giving attention, patience, words of affirmation, small gestures of care, trying to show her your worth, your sincerity, your loyalty. And yet she hesitates, withdraws, or disappears entirely, leaving you confused and questioning everything. You start replaying every word, every smile, every small mistake in your mind, searching for an answer that doesn't exist. Because what she's doing isn't personal, it's biological. Every woman you encounter runs subtle, unconscious psychological tests, measuring your patience, your confidence, your emotional stability, even the smallest expressions of frustration or excitement. She will tease you, contradict your opinions, ask questions she already knows the answers to, all while observing your reaction, your composure, your hesitation, your boundaries, and your brain doesn't always catch what's happening. The subtle interplay of dopamine in her brain, oxytocin during moments of perceived connection, and the way your own emotions respond create a silent battlefield, one most men don't even know exists. I remember a friend of mine, a good man, careful and considerate in every way. He would plan thoughtful gestures, give attention freely, listen intently, and yet she withdrew. Small signals, pauses, micro rejections, leaving him frustrated, questioning himself, wondering why love seemed so elusive. Another man I know kept his composure when she tested him with subtle games, challenges, or minor disagreements. He did not chase, he did not plead, he remained calm, confident, and steady. And slowly she leaned in, respect growing in her eyes without a word being spoken. That is the mechanism, brother. Silent, invisible, almost cruel in its precision, and yet entirely natural. It is biology at work, hardwired instincts that evaluate value, resilience, and reliability. She does not consciously plan cruelty. She is programmed to detect and reward traits that signal strength, patience, and emotional mastery. Every interaction is a test. How you react when she teases, when she contradicts, when she withdraws attention, how you manage disappointment, frustration, or boredom, how you maintain composure under subtle pressure. Your responses, small gestures, a calm tone, measured patience, speak louder than words ever could. Your composure becomes the measure of your value, the silent language of respect, and every misstep is recorded in the subconscious ledger of her brain. Modern society amplifies this. Dating apps, social media, endless options, and cultural messaging teach men to overinvest, to chase, to please, to seek approval endlessly. But attraction is not fair, brother. Attraction is a battlefield, a contest of silent power, measured instinct, and emotional presence. Look closely at her behaviors. She may withdraw when you assert boundaries. She may subtly compare you to others. She may question or tease to measure your patience. These are not random acts. They are tests. And when a man fails, said the right words, or chased endlessly, respect is earned, measured in silence, in composure, in the strength you carry even when no one is watching. The battlefield is real, and the tests are silent, invisible to most men, but the power lies in understanding them, in seeing the patterns, feeling the subtle currents of behavior, and responding with patience, clarity, and self-mastery. I want you to remember this. Every hesitation she shows, every teasing glance, every contradiction, it isn't personal. It is her brain running a biological evaluation, a survival mechanism that has existed for thousands of years. And your role, brother, is to navigate it with calm, deliberate awareness, to remain steady, to hold your boundaries, to maintain your presence, even when she withdraws, even when she challenges, even when it feels like the world is against you. Too many men give their energy away, chasing validation, trying to prove themselves in ways that have nothing to do with real attraction or respect. Don't be that man. The man who commands respect doesn't overreact. He doesn't plead. He doesn't bend to the invisible pressures that the tests bring. He remains calm. He remains grounded. He observes, he understands, he responds deliberately. And in that, he becomes magnetic, not through words, not through gifts, but through the quiet, powerful energy of his presence. Take this knowledge, internalize it, step into your power, understand the invisible tests, recognize the battlefield, and let your composure and value do the speaking. When you do this, attraction follows naturally, respect follows naturally, and you are no longer at the mercy of her subconscious games. You are the master of your own worth. If this opened your eyes, if it made you see the world of attraction and respect in a new light, then take action. Subscribe, turn on notifications, join the men who refuse to be lost in confusion and uncertainty. The truth is waiting. The insight is yours if you are ready to claim it. Remember, brother, the tests are real. The battlefield is silent. But with awareness, patience, and emotional mastery, you are unstoppable. Hold your value, walk your path, and never forget, respect is earned, and it starts with you.